Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to work on making a custom backpacking pillow. We found that a lot of the items out there that are commercially available just aren't quite what we're looking for. So let me show you what we're going to be up to today. A lot of the commercially made pillows are just air inflated pillows for backpacking. They do that because they're exceptionally light. However, when you're using an air pillow, just like an air mattress, if you overinflate it, it's too hard. If you underinflate it, it might not support you enough. Even though they're lightweight, they're just not really that comfortable. And so we're going to do something a little bit different that isn't commercially available. Here is a full-size My Pillow, and I don't want to sound like the My Pillow commercial. We didn't particularly like this full-size pillow because it was just too much and didn't provide the support we were after. However, we started using these little travel-size My Pillows, and we actually use those at home here and when we're on the road in the van because they provide just the right amount of support and are also just the right size. You can see they're less than a third of the size of the full-size pillow that you would normally have for your bed at home. Since this full-size pillow really isn't being used for anything except when we sit up in bed to watch TV, what we're going to do is sacrifice this pillow to take some of the foam out of it to make our custom pillows. The next thing we're going to do is this travel size pillow is kind of going to give us a little bit of a guide because we know what we need to do size wise to get the pillow small enough and still be usable. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a pattern for the new pillow that we can use to cut the fabric out so that we get the same size pillows from pillow to pillow. And we're going to use a size that is only about half the size of the travel pillow, which will make the pillow much smaller, but still be very usable for riding on the motorcycle when we're tent camping. And if you use a compression bag, you'll be able to take that pillow and basically crush it down next to nothing. So we'll be able to create a really, really comfortable foam pillow that can be compressed into a really small and lightweight size. We're going to make this lightweight backpacking pillow pattern available to anybody that wants it. All you have to do is contact us through Aegis Moto Adventures at gmail.com and we'll send you the pattern and you can make your own pillow. Now, since sewing is not my expertise, I'm going to turn this project over to my wife, Cheri, for further instructions on how to complete the pillow.
Hi, I'm Cheri. So I'm going to show you how Mike and I worked out to make the backpacking pillow. First of all, I cut this material to this pattern that Mike and I came up with, which is a smaller size of the travel pillow we already had. This material is just a cotton polyester blend, and it's actually cooling to your skin. This fabric is a fleece non-pilling material that's quite soft and will be warming to your skin. I'm also putting a small strap on the pillow of the cotton polyester fabric. And lastly, I made a gusset, which is around the sides of the pillow, and I cut it on the fold so it's actually 4 by 35 inches long. First I'll sew the strap. So I'll put a little hem in it across this cut edge, and then I will fold this cut edge in and fold the hemmed edge over, and that'll be my strap. Okay, so here's the strap I just talked about that's been sewn. You can see that the folded piece is folded under and sewn, and then I made one seam across to make a strap, and I think it looks pretty complete. Then I took my first top or bottom, the warm side of the pillow, and I marked the center because that's where the seam for the gusset will go, and also the strap. Okay, so I have taken the time to pin together, and this is the insides are in. So I've pinned together one side of the pillow with the gusset, and I've taken the center and I've put the tab or strap in there, and I tried to make sure that was centered with the gusset seam. So you can kind of confirm how it's going to look, just like this. So I'll be sewing around the edges. I've been using a 1/2 inch seam. Okay, so I sewed all around this perimeter. Not sure if you can see that. And I'll probably cut this tab off, but I want to show you what it looks like from the right side out. So the strap's sewn in there real nice. And you can kind of see how the pillow's going to look. And so now I'll sew the other half in. Okay, so next, as you can see, I pinned the other cool side all around on the gusset. I did mark the centers so I could try to center the strap. So I also tried to make sure this was centered. What I'll do now is I'll sew pretty much all around here and maybe leave about, I don't know, this much not sewn so I can do the stuffing. So now I've sewn around the pillow, and you can see I left an opening, and that'll let me turn the pillow right side out. But I wanted to show you that I'm going to go ahead and cut off this extra strapping, and also just to ease the corners, you can snip a little bit of the material, obviously not going through where you've sewn, and that'll help ease the material when you turn it. There won't be a bulky section in there. So I'm going to go around on both sides, this side and the other side, and do that. And then I'll turn the pillow right side out. Okay, next I will be turning the pillow right side out. If I can find the hole, here it is. And this is always the funnest part, so I thought I'd go ahead and show you that because you kind of get to see your almost finished project. I'm going to hand sew the remaining opening. I did try to sew one of them using the sewing machine and just kind of made a rough edge. So you can see how it's going to look, the little strap on the end. And I'll grab my stuffing and have a little hole to put it in. I did notice that the stuffing sticks more on the plush material, so I'm going to try to go in from this angle so as not to get this as covered with the stuffing. Okay, so I found out the hard way, don't sew it until you've actually tested the amount of stuffing. In this case, the amount of stuffing was just about right for the end user. So I'm going to go ahead and turn these edges under and hand sew it together, and then I'll have my finished project. Okay, so here's our finished project. The plush side with a little handle, the cool side. You can see here where I did do the hand sewing. I went over it twice. I think it turned out pretty good. And I think my husband's left a message as far as how you can get a free copy of the pattern for this.
Cheri has made 4 pillows now, with each progression getting to the point where it's a little bit more finished and more exactly of what we were after. This latest one she did is looks like it's commercially made, so she's done a fantastic job. And the pillows, just for those who might be interested in, is this one, the finished one, came out at 5.3 ounces. It's very light. And this one here was at 5.6 ounces. So it just depends on how much of the stuffing material you put in there, what the end weight would be. But I would say the weight of these rivals any of the really lightweight backpacking pillows out there. Very, very close, at least within an ounce. Now to give you an idea here, I want to take this between my hands here, and hopefully I can show you here. that I can wad this pillow down by crushing it to something that's about the size of a pop can. So if you put it in a compression bag with your sleeping bag, you'd be able to crush this down very small. One other nice feature about these pillows is because the My Pillow foam and the original pillows are machine washable, this one will be too.
So if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe below.